the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center in the J.D. McCarthy Arena for tonight's OSL Senior B lacrosse matchup between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James Gang. I'm Spencer Byers back with DJ Selkirk. We did the junior game earlier tonight. Now we got the senior Bs. We got the big boys, DJ. Guys on a 3-game winning streak. They look pretty good right about now.
Yeah, Owen Sound coming in hot, winning the last 3. Jake McNabb leading the team in scoring. One of the guys to watch for tonight for the Owen Sound North Stars. Coach Keith Peer obviously happy with the way things are going for the North Stars right now.
Absolutely. McNabb also leading the entire OSL in points with 36, just above Chris Atwood, who was first for most of this season so far. Also has a couple games on McNabb, so good on him to be first in the entire OSL. But we're quickly going to go to Fred Wallace for the national anthem. Lacrosse between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James Gang. Interesting name, I know. I'm always surprised when they're called the James Gang. That's an original one for sure, DJ.
Yeah, not sure where that name comes from, but obviously Ennismore down by the Peterborough area, and that's usually a lacrosse hotbed in the province of Ontario. So looking forward to a good matchup here tonight between Owen Sound and Ennismore.
Current starting goalie for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars is Landon Kells. He's got 5 games played. He is technically 4th in goalie stats for best goals against average and save percentage, actually just behind his teammate Garrett Reed, who is not dressed tonight. Backup tonight is Cameron Dunkerley. In net for Ennismore is 0-0 Drew Hutchinson. And no, not the ex-pitcher for the Jays. Face-off is won by Ennismore, and they will gain possession. Ennismore is actually staying here for a doubleheader. They played tonight now, and they play tomorrow at 2 p.m. Played across, nobody home, and that ball will bounce into the corner. Kells goes out to kind of play it, and it's now picked up. Riley Thompson. He'll play it forward. Here come the North Stars. Rob Klopfer scores! Early start, Rob Klopfer, one of the main defenders on this North Star team, 1-0. North Stars 30 seconds in, DJ.
Yeah, Rob Klopfer there, one of the go-to guys for the Owen Sound North Stars. Obviously finishing off that play that started back here at the Owen Sound zone. The ball gets moved up to the middle of the floor, and then Klopfer takes over the rest of the way and beats goaltender Drew Hutchison for the 1-0 lead.
1 shot, 1 goal. Pretty good ratio so far for the Bug Juice North Stars start off tonight. They scored just 30 seconds into the contest. We'll see what Ennismore can do again. They won the face-off one more time. Playing it around. Our top 2 scorers aren't dressed tonight, DJ, for the James Gang.
Yeah, I guess James Gang coming in here a little short-handed today with only 14 runners, and hopefully we'll see a full squad tomorrow at the game at 2 p.m.
Jake McNabb with a below-look shot. We saw one of those in the Junior B game earlier today by the North Stars. That one did not beat Drew Hutchinson there. Guess McNabb getting some inspiration from the Junior Bs. Now it's the James Gang. Bumped off shot. Good save there by Kells. Came out to meet it. He came out pretty far in that orange paint. Already seeming to be asserting his dominance in his crease shot, and it goes in. I'm surprised that one beat Kells, and we're tied 1-1. Aaron Woods gets the credit for the goal, number 27.
Yeah, you're going to see here on the Rogers replay, Woods bouncing off his check at the top there, and low shot beating Landon Kells.
He went around his numerical counterpart, Miller Rustbridge, number 27 on the Bug Juice North Stars. I believe this is his first home game this year. At least he wasn't here last weekend. But nevertheless, and it's a face-off win there for the Bug Juice North Stars. That's Tyler Halls. But now possession will go to Ennismore. Bad pass picked off by Taylor Halls. Halls all alone. Shot. Ooh, just off the goalie there. At least I think it was. They're going to say he just bumped it in front of him. Possession will go to Ennismore. Unlucky there for Halls to be just miscue that one. Possession now for James Gang. A guy already down there for Ennismore. Shot out one, saved by Kells. That ball bounced all the way back there for Matt Fountain. He's a big boy. I don't know if he's the guy you were talking about pre-game, DJ, but he said there's a guy who should play an offensive tackle for an NFL team or CFL team. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, Mount Fountain for the Ennismore James Gang. Looks like he's got some good size to him there.
I think that's an understatement. Into him, shot. Good save there by Kells. He'll take a step into the crease. He's not somebody I want to stand beside because I am already short. He'll make me feel like an actual midget. Anyway, passed across. In shot. That was McNabb. As I said, McNabb leading point getter in all of the OSL.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Owen Sound try and get McNabb the ball as often as they can when they're on the offense. And, of course, why not when you're the leading scorer?
McNabb hands it off. Shot. That one just high. Pick back up, though. Shot again. And another good save. That was Jordan McMillan. Now possession for Ennismore. They play it around. Again, they only have 14 runners here today. Shot. That one goes wide of Kells. Just couldn't be picked up by Halls. Ennismore again back at it. That pass in the middle. That one goes by Kells. That one one-handed there by Tyler Halls, and he'll take a little run behind Kells' net. Halls will now walk it up the floor.
Halls showing some good skill there and some good hand-eye coordination, picking up that ball in defensive zone.
Cascadet. Pass it across. Nobody home. There for Aiden Coulter. Thompson playing chase. Thompson will force the turnover. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Thompson, he'll play it across. He'll get it, I thought, back, but no, awkward bounce. He'll pick back up by the Bug Juice North Stars. Now back for Riley Thompson. He'll play it atop top. Jake McNabb. Coulter. Coulter right up there for Thompson. Thompson. One of the smaller players on the floor getting harassed there by the big man, Fountain. That ball chopped into the corner. You have to take a shot. That one goes well high. Thompson can't get a hold of it. And that one's going to go all the way down the floor, and Kells just couldn't get a hold of that one. As it'll bounce into his net, but of course, because the shot clock went, no mas.
Yeah, that new rule this year with the Senior B Lacrosse, where if the shot clock goes off and the ball, you basically play the ball wherever it is. You know, no more taking it at the far end and having to come up the floor anymore. Speeding up the game for sure.
That one picked off. Another good defensive play there. That's Dustin Lance. Lance plays it forward. Nobody home there, but Rob Colfer will get a hold of it. It's 3-on-2. Who played in front? McNabb just couldn't get a hold of it. And now they're going to send back the defensive guys out there. I haven't seen Pat Saunders yet. He just came off the bench, but he's going to have to go back off. Now comes in. Jeff's shot just wide there. I got a chance to interview. That was Jeff Swift, number 16 for Ennismore. That ball bouncing around. Just can't get a hold of it there. I believe that's Tompkinson. It is. Zach Tompkinson just couldn't get a hold of it. That ball's going to squirt out, now picked up by the North Stars. Halls. He's got some speed, and he'll get around. Tyler Halls. Played up there for Pat Saunders. Saunders walks into it. Played across. McNabb looking for a lane. He can't get a hold of one. He'll pass it up. Buck scores! Tanner Buck adding to his season total. 2-1 in favor of the Bug Juice North Stars. Buck currently second in team scoring, only in 3 games played. That's his 19th point, his 7th goal this year, and what a shot, DJ.
Yeah, you're going to see there on the replay, number 3, Jake McNabb, up top to number 44, there, Tanner Buck, and he makes no mistake. He's one of the guys there that, he's accurate shot and can really finish when he gets his chances.
Hall's technically won that face-off, but a little bit of a problem trying to get a hold of it. Now he's got possession of it again. He'll go off, though. He gives it up there to Riley Thompson. Looking for the middle there, just couldn't get it in. To Coulter. That ball bounced up, picked back up by Thompson. Shot, it's caught. There by Hutchinson. Hutchinson goes around. That looks to be Pot Saunders. Misplay there in the neutral zone by Ennismore. Picked back up there by Cascanet. Cascanet to Pot Saunders. McNabb. Right across, Saunders shot. That one's just wide. McNabb picks it up. That one shot caught in the net there of Hutchinson. Hutchinson can take a little walk. He'll pass it across. Ennismore's going to try to get some more of their offensively minded players out, and Fountain will get a hold of it. Loving the Ennismore color scheme. It can be giving me Mighty Duck vibes. James Gay looking for an opportunity at the net. Pick there. No, not much movement there on that pick. One guy goes down that shot from well out, and that ball bounces all the way down to Ennismore, and possession will go to one side, I believe, just outside the James Gang zone. Or no, it'll go deep in the James Gang zone, pardon me.
Good defense there by the Owen Sound North Stars, protecting that house and not letting the Ennismore James Gang inside. Good job by the Owen Sound defense.
Dan Keane, a late addition there, wearing number 89. That one's just off target. Buck gave it up there to Riley Thompson. That's Dan Keane shot. That one's blocked. Keane still can't get a hold of it. Fighting for it there is Thompson. Thompson couldn't get the shot away. That ball still bouncing around there in the house. As we left in the corner there, just couldn't get the shot away. Was Dan Keane, who placed it right off Fountain. I don't think Fountain was too happy about taking that one right to the solar plex.
Last-ditch effort there by Keane to get a shot on net, and then big number 3 there, Matt Fountain gets in the way.
Aaron Woods, another opportunity. That one saved by Kell. So now here comes Tyler Hall, showing off that speed one more time. Giving me Spencer Elder vibes a couple of years ago. That's Sean Lance. He'll give it up. Shot from up top the key. That one goes wide. Picked back up though by Saunders. McNabb. Racing in shot. That one saved. Tried to get it back in front. Just couldn't get it. The pass across. And now here comes Ennismore. Ennismore's passing has been a little rampant in the first half of this first period, DJ.
Yeah, I mean, you see a little bit of sloppiness there by the Ennismore team coming out of their own zone. And just as we say that, of course, now they go and bury one.
Cam Crown there with the goal. It's now 2-2. But I still think the point stands, DJ. Their passing out of their zone has been quite sloppy. They were just able to get away with that pass that got to Crown, and he was able to pot that one.
Yeah, certainly something that probably Ennismore is going to want to change or to fix as the game goes on. You certainly want to make sure that your passes are on and your passes are crisp in the game of lacrosse, as it's a fast sport, and the ball and the bodies are always moving.
Wolfer passed in the middle, nobody home. Now they got to go back. Tompkinson. Halls as well, passed across. Good whack there by, it looked to be Tompkinson. Now ball passed quite quickly forward. Thomas McDonald, he's going to hold up. McDonald's going to be waiting there for some offensive reinforcements. He's going to get it. I believe that's Pat Saunders. In. Just couldn't get the shot away. Stolen there by Ennismore. And now here they come. Slowly and briskly, but here they come. Trying to get some more of those offensive guys out there as Fountain. He looks bag. He's going to hold it, though. He might go for the offensive rush, and he will, but they've wasted 15 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, you're seeing that fountain there playing a little bit of defense first and then back out for offense. Maybe due to Ennismore being short bodies today.
Horrible pass there by Landon Kells gives Ennismore a fresh shot clock. We'll see what they can do with this one. Fountain is still out there, actually. He's just inside the house trying to, I'm assuming, create some havoc here later in this shot clock. Using his big body. Pass in the middle. Shot. That one off the post. Lucky there for Kells. They're going to reset it. Halfway down this first frame, 2-2 tie. Passed across.
Ennismore getting some fresh legs out on the floor.
That's number 20, Josh. Pardon me, no, it is not. That would be Aaron Woods. Woods getting harassed though. Shot, good tip there by Dustin Lance. I think shot clock went off, and now it's possession of the North Stars. Balls. Buck. Saunders. That plays it under, I think that's McNabb. McNabb. Up. Saunders' shot just got in the way there before he could get it on target. McNabb gonna get the pick. McNabb right across. Thompson, or Buck, pardon me, shot. That one goes wide. That one's gonna go the full length of the floor. Offensively, Owen Sound's kind of stalled since the beginning of this first period.
Yeah, I mean, we saw early on Owen Sound, started this game off in the first 30 seconds like firecrackers, and now we've seen the offense kind of sputter a little bit here as they settle into this first period.
Aaron Woods, who got the first goal for Ennismore, he passes it off. Pitching to the net, shot. That one got in between the net and the shin pads there of Landon Kells, but Kells was able to keep it out. Now here come the North Stars, Riley Thompson. A lot more offensive here tonight. One of the main threats so far. Thompson. Pass it behind the net, unretrieved there. Wasn't really prepared for that pass there was Dan Keene. Keene now trying to play a little bit of Carter Moran style. They're trying to intercept the pass deep inside the Ennismore zone, but now here they come. Looking for an opportunity. They will get one shot. That one is saved. Cloper's got to go after it. Can't get there. Shot. Does it go in? Yes, it does.
Oh. Referee right there to call that a goal. I'm not sure from our standpoint if we saw that go in, but...
Well, I think Mark's got the over that camera going. We'll get a chance to see the replay as Greg Cowan takes a look over at our little screen here to see if this one ends up going past Landon Kells. We'll see who got the goal in the end. Oh, it went in the first place anyway.
It did go in.
That one didn't pass, but it went in the first place. So you got the right call, it's not the right way.
Yeah, we saw that one. We saw that one just slightly tuck itself in there in the bottom corner, and the referee in good position there to make that call.
I think Jeff Swift's getting the credit with the goal there, number 16. Ex-Owen Sound Bug Juice North Star. He came over the last season we played over 2 years ago, DJ. Hard to imagine.
Yeah, I remember seeing Jeff in North Star's jersey a couple years back, and he was one of the guys that offensively that helped Owen Sound back then as well.
As you see, they're leading point getters for the OSL. You see Chris Atwood in second place now, still got the most goals with 25, an astronomical amount for the guy who takes 62 penalty minutes in his first 8 games. They see her at the very top, DJ. It is Jake McNabb, the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Star. Buck. Down low for Thompson. Thompson. Tries to get around, he will. That's McNabb himself. Jake. Up top, just handling. There was Coulter's shot. That one goes by. After it's Buck, will he make it? No, he won't. So Kells is going to run after it. Kells has been coming out of that net a lot more frequently than I expected. And we're having a little shot clock issues again. One side says 23. One side's working, now they're back synced. I was looking at the wrong one. I was confused there for a second. I thought the shot clock was about to go off, but that one still said 23. Anyway.
Somebody in the stands doesn't have the happy trigger finger.
I guess they gotta get the stopwatches back out. Played into the middle. Good job there by Owen Sound to make sure that wasn't a free opportunity. And Kells is gonna go behind his net. He's gonna try to set the pick, and he will. at least enough to be able to get Owen Sound possession. That was Sean Lance with possession of the ball behind his net. Now it's Nick Quaid. Quaid bounced it to Saunders. McNabb gets a pick there from Keane. McNabb. Saunders. We take a shot off of Fountains, I think, noggin. But now here comes Ennismore. Klopfer right off the bench. He's coming to play a little defense. Pass across, shot. That one's wide, and Klopfer's going to get possession. There's going to be too many men against Owen Sound, and now possession will go to Ennismore. That's the one thing about lacrosse you have to remember is if it's a foul and you have possession, they're not penalties necessarily. They are just possession changers like too many men. If you have possession, then you get you switch possession. If they have the possession, then it's a penalty.
Yeah, Owen Sound just getting caught there, trying to make a transition from defense to offense, and the guy's leaving early. The referee catches that and awards Ennismore with the ball.
That one goes just wide, and now here comes Wyatt Barfoot. Barfoot, 2-on-2. He gets through, shot, scores! Wyatt Barfoot, and it's 3-3. He's got an A on tonight, and you can see why.
Great goal there by Wyatt Barfoot. You can see here on the replay, he uses a little stutter step to elude his defender. He's running hard there, little stop and go. Nice shot on net and beats the goaltender, Drew Hutchison. You know, that little stutter step just gave him that time and space that he needed to bury that ball. Great goal.
It was a great swing there. He's able to get that stick just under his defender to be able to get that win. Now it's like a football hunt there by Tyler Halls, but the first to retrieve it will be Aaron Woods. Oh, that might be something. It won't be. Quite a dangerous hit there by Miller Rusbridge. Balls now will go. We're telling him to go. I think it was Riley Thompson telling him to go. Balls now. They give it up to Cascanet. Cascanet for Keane. For McNabb. McNabb gets a second pick. He's got an accomplished shot. Scores! Woo! Pick the corner. Jake McNabb. It's 4-3. What a rocket from the leading point getter in all of the OSL.
And that's what you expect from a guy like Jake McNabb. You know, great shot, pinpoint accuracy. Obviously, you can see why he's the leading scorer in the OSL. Fantastic goal.
Surprisingly, only his 12th goal this year. Does lead Owen Sound, though, in goals. That's his 12th, as I said. And he's been fantastic this season. Face off, I think, won by Ennismore with a foul call on Halls anyway. Possession will go to Ennismore. About 5 left here in this first frame. 4-3 in favor of the Owen Sound Bugfish North Stars. Currently on a 3-game winning streak, beating Clearview twice and then beating Oakville, most recently at Oakville by a score of 12-6. Ennismore coming in on a 2-game losing streak on the other hand. So two teams on the opposite side of the spectrum. Shot Fountain, that one I believe was saved. And now here comes Zach Tompkinson. Tompkinson, 3-on-2. Tompkinson taking a run. He passed it across. And one more pass. Just couldn't get there. Tompkinson trying to get a hold of it. And just then there's going to be a hook. And it will be possession to the North Stars. There, that was Wyatt Barfoot. I thought it was Barfoot, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. He'll give it up there to Halls, who's also going to walk off. He'll give it off to Tanner Buck. Buck. Saunders. Buck. What a pass! Shot, good save there by Hutchison. What a pass by Pat Saunders. Oh my goodness.
You see now that Pat Saunders and Tanner Buck obviously got some chemistry going on, despite only having 3 or 4 games under their belts, playing together, showing that give and go and really working the ball for a chance on net.
I remember being told Pat Saunders has some NLL experience, so obviously talented enough to play in this division.
Absolutely.
Showing why. Good pick there, shot right on Kells, but just after the shot clock. Flung immediately up, it's 1-on-1. That's Nick Quaid. Quaid's gonna hold up though and wait for some reinforcements. McNabb, Saunders. McNabb gives it down. Keane, McNabb, Saunders. Saunders mishandled it there for a second, but gets it back. McNabb walks into that one. Good save there by Hutchinson. Tucker King now for Ennismore. He'll come off the floor briskly, and he'll hand it off. Pass to Aaron Woods. Woods takes a run. Gets a pick, gonna take a shot, he will, it just goes high. Hall's gonna get a hold of it, Hall's gonna race. I don't think he's gonna beat him. Is he gonna truck the goalie? We're gonna find out. No, he doesn't, he went for the take, but it's okay, it's picked up anyway. And here comes Zach Tompkinson, 3-on-2, again, North Star shot, good save. Hall's just couldn't get his stick onto that one as the ball was inside the Ennismore crease. What transition there by the North Stars.
Fast-paced action up and down the floor. Just what the North Stars like to do. They want to run the ball. They want to keep things moving. You know, talking with Keith Peer, the coach for the North Stars earlier today, that's kind of what they want to do is move the ball quick, get bodies up the floor as fast as they can.
That one beat Kells, but it couldn't beat the foot in the crease. But quickly, we'd like to thank Boston Pizza, for the crew of freshmen here tonight. See them at 1606 16th Street East in Owen Sound, or call them at 519-370-2003. You can also see them at their website at bostonpizza.com. We'd like to help them because they help us. And I didn't get a chance to have a couple slices yet because I was already full there from the Junior B game, but I will make sure I steal a couple pieces before I leave. Back to the action here. Just over 2 minutes left here in this first frame. Still 4-3 in favor of the Bug Juice North Stars. Ennismore, though, on the attack. Mishandled, though. There's Kells. That's what I mentioned earlier, just before Crown scored his goal. Sloppy passing by Ennismore has cost them a couple opportunities at the net. Buck. McMillan. McNabb. It's the pick from Keane. McNabb. Keane in. Doesn't score, I believe. They're saying McNabb's foot was in the crease, or they're saying he saved it. Either way, it is not going to count.
Good effort there by Keane to get down low and try and wrap that ball around the goaltender.
Foul. He'll give it up. Aaron Woods. He'll pass it across. That ball popped out. That's actually the captain, ironically. I was wondering who the captain was. It's actually Jeff Swift. Now comes Tyler Halls. Halls, 2-on-1. Halls, in, shot. That one deflected. He got it back. Riley Thompson for Saunders. Halls, shot. That one by Coulter. That one just goes by. He picks up his rebound, though. At least he did for a second. He gets it back. Saunders, pardon me. McNabb, that one just as the shot clock went off. Coulter did a great job there retrieving his own rebound there, DJ, and getting an opportunity back on net for McNabb.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to give up on a ball like that, so good to see the North Stars, even with the shot clock winding down, never giving up and trying to get a shot on net.
Swift, looking for a lane. He's got 10 on the shot clock. 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one shot, that one wide, picked up by, I think, Zach Tompkins. Oh, there's going to be a slash there on Aaron Woods, I believe. But now it's still 3-on-2. Past the top, back across, shot. Great save there by Drew Hutchinson. And I think Aaron Woods now is going to get the 2 for slashing. That was a blatantly obvious penalty. I'll even go as far as to say that was a dumb penalty.
Yeah, a little
dumb category.
Absolutely, a little undisciplined there. I mean, you're still, middle of the floor. You've got no one's a threat to score right away, and you're taking a penalty like that. I'm sure the coach won't be too happy with that penalty. They
wrote it down as interference. I'd call it a slash, no matter what you call it. It's a 2-minute minor anyway. It'll be here for 2 or less. Tanner Buck. He's got 5 on the clock. Pat Saunders looking for McNabb. Will get it there. Shot. That one deflected into the air, and that'll do it here for the first frame between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James gang. Owen Sound currently up 4-3 after 1. And DJ, pretty good first period there for the Senior B North Stars. I wouldn't say their best period by any means, but definitely a good period for them to be able to come out up by 1 goal.
Yeah, I think you saw a fast start at the beginning of the game, and then things sort of settled in the middle part of that period, and the intensity level certainly kind of dropped a little bit for that Owen Sound team. Hopefully they come back here in the second with a little more intensity and a little more jump.
Absolutely, though. Great goaltending so far from Landon Kells, the main starter for this Owen Sound Bug Juice North Star team. He's looked pretty sharp in the goal from my point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Landon Kells is doing what Landon Kells should be doing, and that's just stopping the ball. No rebounds, making that initial stop, giving the Ennismore team no chance at possibly scoring goals.
But you got to look at it here from the Owen Sound perspective. They're only up by 1 goal against a team who's missing their top 2 point getters so far this season. That's going to be a little worrying against a team who is technically 4th spot in the OSL currently.
Yeah, I mean, no team wants to be without your top scorers, whether it's in lacrosse or hockey or whatever. It's tough that your top scorers aren't part of this game today for the Ennismore James gang, but they seem to be doing well right now without them. And I mean, if you're the Ennismore James gang and you're going into that dressing room and you're saying, hey, we're only down by 1, I think they would take it. Where if you're the Owen Sound North Stars, you're probably thinking we should be up by 2 or 3.
Absolutely, and then I'll go with quickly for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars. What do you think they got to do offensively to get those gears going again? They scored 2 goals within the first about 2 minutes, and then they just couldn't get it going after that. What do you think they got to do to get that offense back on track?
I mean, for Owen Sound, I think it's just a matter of time. Running into a bit of a hot goaltender here right now for Ennismore. Owen Sound, they've got Jake McNabb as the top leading scorer. Pat Saunders out on that floor. Owen Sound has some weapons at their disposal that I think are just in a matter of time. Hopefully they'll get going.
Absolutely. We'll be right back here on Rogers TV, but before DJ and I are back up here in the booth, you'll get a chance to see myself interviewing Pat Saunders pre-game here on Rogers TV.
Smudging is a very important part in our life as we're all learning to walk the good way. When we smudge, we use the sacred medicine, the white sage, the sweetgrass, the tobacco, and the cedar. It cleanses negative energy and replaces it by a positive energy. When I smudge, I cleanse my end and my eagle feather and start cleansing my breath to have better words. I will smudge my eyes so I could see the better things offered to me. I will smudge my ears to hear the good thing that people have to say. I will smudge my hair to have good thinking from my head. I will bring the smudge to my feet so I could walk in respect with our Mother, the Earth. Smudging is the way we give our prayers to connect our spirit to the Creator. We express gratitude for the gift of life, the learning, and growth.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
First and second period. I'm Spencer Byers here with Pat Saunders. Pat, you've had a great start to your season so far. What has led to your success here in Senior B?
I just think we got a good young team here. We move the ball. It's unselfish. Everyone's kind of having good numbers all around, not just myself. I think it's just, we're working well as a unit on offense, and that's pretty well it.
Currently second in the OSL, currently just behind Six Nations, who are still undefeated. How much confidence does it give you guys to be able to say you're second in the division and being one of the top teams in the OSL?
Yeah, I think, with Senior B, it takes a while to get everyone out. So, slow start to the season. We didn't have all our legs. Now we're having guys coming in. We got lots of young guys that joined on kind of late in the year. I think I'm pretty confident in our team. We just got to move forward and work together.
Absolutely. You and Tanner Buck, 2 big, massive additions at the tailor end of this season. How much have you and Tanner, you think, boosted this team this season?
I just think it's lacrosse IQ. At the end of the day, there's, lots of good offensive players here, and we just got to work together.
Absolutely. Ennismore is currently 4th in the OSL. They're just behind Brooklyn for that 3rd spot. They're coming in looking for a chance to take that 3rd spot in the OSL. How do you think you guys match up against Ennismore tonight?
I think really we don't look at the matchup. We just look at what we can do as a team and just play our game. And I think that's all we got to really worry on is how we play, not how other teams are.
Absolutely. My last question here for you is, what do you think you guys need to do as a team to be able to beat Ennismore?
Just move the ball, be unselfish, get our legs going. And obviously we got good goaltending, good D, and just, work hard.
Perfect. Pat Saunders forward for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars. Back up to myself and DJ Selkirk after this.
Hello everyone, your host Antoine Hashim here on the couch, and welcome to season 8. Yay! 8 seasons, and we've got a lot of awesome guests coming up, so keep watching.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to out-of-market regular season games with all games available in HD. Don't miss the action from the games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
We can be hurt. We can be bruised. We can be broken. Slowed down, confused, and even numbed. But we can't be defeated. We're built on a foundation that's strong. Our mission, unwavering. And together we'll beat as one.
Don't forget to join us on Great County Life at Home next week.
We'll be speaking with Rachel Taylor from Home and Community Support Services.
Welcome back here at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and the JD McCarthy Arena for tonight's OSL Senior B Lacrosse matchup between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James Gang. Currently Owen Sound up 4-3, looking to win their 4th in a row. I'm Spencer Byers here with DJ Selkirk. And DJ, big game tonight for Owen Sound, currently occupying the 2nd seed in the OSL, behind obviously the undefeated Six Nations, as you see the standings on your screen. Currently, Brooklyn in that 3rd spot. Ennismore just 2 points behind Brooklyn for that 3rd seed. So big game for Ennismore, a lot more than Owen Sound, but a win for Owen Sound gets them tied on points with Six Nations, even though obviously Six Nations had some games in hand.
Right. I mean, despite those games in hand, I mean, any game that you have an opportunity to move up in the standings, you certainly want to take advantage. And I think the Bug Juice North Stars are looking to do that here tonight.
Absolutely. They lost twice to Six Nations. They lost once to Oakville before they had a lot of their top players like Pat Saunders, who you saw at the intermission, as well as Tanner Buck. They've looked really, really good. What do you think has been the biggest turning point for this Owen Sound Bug Juice North Star team?
Well, I mean, the turning point definitely is bringing in those new bodies. You brought in some leadership, you brought in some scoring, you brought in some experience, and I think we're seeing the new Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars in these last few games that we've been able to watch. They're exciting, they're fast, they're quick, and I think Six Nations is definitely within reach.
Absolutely, and that'll be it here for the first intermission for me and DJ. We'll be right back for the 2nd period between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James Gang here on Rogers TV.
My name is Matthew Rutledge. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, born in Red Lake. Was adopted from there to Toronto at the age of 4. A lot of our brothers and sisters, family members got separated from each other. That was the government's goal, to break that connection from brothers and sisters. Basically taking the Indian out of the child. Right now, they're still trying to find themselves. Originally, my birth name is Harvey Halverson. In my high school days, teens, I was trying to fit into society. I knew I was First Nations, but I didn't know who I was inside. I think later in life, I started that journey. I am proud, Anishinaabe man, who I am now. I love life, who I am.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.
And welcome back here to the lovely Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and the JD McCarthy Arena for the second period between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James Gang. I'm Spencer Byers here with DJ Selkirk. DJ, what were your thoughts of the first period?
Owen Sound coming out strong there in the first 30 seconds, obviously scoring early with Clofer's goal. They settled in and halfway through the second period. The offense kind of sputtered a little bit. We saw some good defense on Owen Sound's part. And then, again, at the end of the period, we saw a rash of goals there in the last 5 minutes, a couple from Owen Sound and one by Ennismore. So Keith Peer took the team into the dressing room, and we'll see what kind of a second period Owen Sound can come up with here.
Absolutely. Owen Sound starts on the power play, which has been a potent 44% so far this year. The top in the entire OSL, at least from what the stat sheets say, is some of them haven't been completely updated yet, as of yet, but nevertheless, Owen Sound potent on the power play, just like the Junior Bees, might I add, so we'll see if they can cash in this one. Saunders in, shot, that's a good save by Hutchinson. Now here comes Ennismore. That ball popped out by Brady Castanet. Castanet trying to get a hold of it. Pardon me, that's Jordan Castanet. Now it's played back to him. He'll play it over Tanner Buck. They got about a minute left on the power play. Buck. McNabb. Buck. Shot. That's a good save. Castanet will retrieve. Buck. McNabb. Buck. That run a pass there to Keene. And now Keene will lose possession as that ball was inside the crease. Ennismore will gain possession inside their own zone. Keene looking to walk him, and the goalie, I guess, Hutchinson making sure he thinks better of it.
Couple good shots there by the North Stars on the power play. Just didn't see a lot of bodies moving around, cutting in inside the house there for an opportunity. I'd like to see that more as the game goes on.
Another pickup, though, there by the Buck Juice North Stars, and they'll get one more opportunity here on this power play with about 20 left on it. Buck. He's going to take a shot there. That one's going to go in the netting, and possession will stay with Owen Sound. Buck picks it back up. They got 12 up from the power play. Fresh shot clock. Buck, he seems to hold it here. Saunders. Buck looks at the clock. He's going to hold it, I think, for the rest of this penalty. Saunders. Shot. That one saved, I believe, and possession will stay with Owen Sound. Aaron was now coming out. Owen Sound now 0 for 1 on the man advantage so far tonight, and it's more 77% on the penalty kill. Something seems to be wrong with the crease. Something broke off, I assume, or something like that. I don't exactly know what that was on the ground.
No, I wasn't sure myself there.
But now possession will stay with Owen Sound. Castanet, Saunders. He errant pass there, picked up by Matt Fountain, and now Saunders got to go play some defense. Fountain in, shot, good save by Kells.
Good run there by the big man, number 3, Fountain.
And now McNabb, leading point getter in all of the OSL, got a goal tonight. He'll play it across for McMillan. McMillan down for Riley Thompson, I believe. Thompson.
Tanner Buck.
Oh, pardon me, Tanner Buck. Buck in, that ball just can't get a hold of it, and it'll be flung up, and now nobody home for Owen Sound. It's a breakaway. And all alone is Ennismore in. That one goes wide to Kells. Lucky there, Kells. That was Cam Crown, who's got one tonight as well.
Unfortunate there for Owen Sound. They just couldn't get guys on the floor, and Ennismore ending up with that breakaway.
McNabb. Saunders. That's Buck. Buck shot, scores! Tanner Buck. I ain't messing up that time. He's got his second. It's 5-3 in favor of Owen Sound. Another rocket there by Tanner Buck. I'll get a chance to talk to him, I hope, tomorrow afternoon when these two teams face off again at 2 p.m.
We'll see here on the replay, Jake McNabb just slowing things down, taking his time, waiting for guys to come on the floor. The ball ends up in the right stick of number 44, Tanner Buck, and makes no mistake. The over-the-shoulder shot there that fools goaltender Drew Hutchison. And like you said, Spencer, for his second of the game.
He's got 8 goals in 4 games this year for Owen Sound. He's got 20 points in just 4 games for the Bug Juice North Stars. He's been potent this season so far for Owen Sound in the limited action he's seen. Faced off won by Tyler Hall. Saunders looking for the rush. Saunders gets stowed away. He gets double teamed. That ball pops up, and he'll get back possession. Back pass, nobody home. A couple bounces, and now coming back for defense, there's Riley Thompson on Jeff Swift. In shot, that one saved by Kells. The captain there, Jeff Swift.
Good hustle there by the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars, number 89, coming back. Dan Keane coming back hard, as well as number 8, Riley Thompson, looking after those James Gang 2 players that had an opportunity to score.
Good shot there by Keane. Trying to get a hold of it there was Drew Hutchinson. Oh, there's going to be a late whack there, and it looks like Jordan McMillan, he's got some lip service because of the tumble he took. Ref's letting him play. I'm not sure I'm happy with that, as this game could get chippy as this game goes on, DJ.
Yeah, I mean, if the score starts to dictate and what's going to happen on the floor, we could see some chippiness for sure.
That shot, that one goes wide, and that one will go into the rafters, and possession will go to Owen Sound. See, I don't even see that. I just think this game could get chippy just because these two teams are competitive, just like what happened on Thursday with Elora and the Junior B North Stars. And that third period is probably the roughest Junior B game we've seen all year.
You make a good point there, Spencer. This game means more to, not more, but this game means a lot to the James Gang as they have an opportunity to move up in the standings. And Owen Sound needs this game because they want to close the gap on Six Nations.
Absolutely. Played across there. McNabb, that one blocked by, I believe, Fountain, and possession will go to the North Stars. Oh, no, they're giving possession to Ennismore. Obviously, they're not saying McNabb hit a body. I'm surprised they didn't think he hit a body because I thought looked like a pretty obvious deflection to me, but I digress. Possession for the Great James Gang.
Well, when you've got an offensive lineman out there playing defense for the James Gang at 6'3", whatever, it's certainly easy to tell if the ball goes off of him or not.
Absolutely there. Tompkinson played across, and that one goes wide. Halslow picks it up. That was Dustin Lance. Saunders waiting for some more reinforcements. McNabb gets the pick. McNabb looking for a lane. He can't really get one. He loses his stick and the ball, but almost regains both, and he does regain both, but the shot clock will just beat him out. Great job, though, by Jake McNabb to at least get back possession of it after getting his stick and the ball flung right out of his hands. Now possession. Jensen Walker. Jensen in. Clobbered there. They're going to get possession to Ennismore. And that was Aaron Woods who took a tumble right into, I think that's Jake McNabb, and McNabb gave him a good shove for it. Surprised is Jake McNabb playing some defense here. Stick got tied up there, shot there by Woods. That one found out. Fountain, that one over the back. Nobody home, and now Halls will pick it up.
Tough to move that Mountain, number 3 Fountain.
Yeah, the Mountain is Fountain. Good hit there by Halls, I believe. And Owen Sound definitely not happy with the reffing so far tonight. Saunders gets course collared, and they're going to call that one, I hope. Yes, they are. Thank goodness, because Saunders is still slow to get up. McNabb shot. That one goes wide. And I wonder how many minutes he's going to get for that one, because that caught Saunders real high. And that was dangerous, and that was Jeff Swift, the captain. It's just going to be a 2 for roughing. Coming over to talk to him is Wyatt Barfoot. He's got an A on his jersey tonight. He had something to say to Swift. I don't know if it's because they were ex-teammates or something. And Saunders got some lip service for him too. I'm telling you, DJ, this game could get chippy as we go on.
This game could get interesting for sure.
I can honestly admit that Saunders deserves to be a little upset with what happened to him, because that was quite a high grab there by Jeff Swift. I got a chance to talk to him too earlier tonight. You'll get a chance to see that in the second intermission. Saunders now going back to play some defense. He won't be able to catch him though. In Ennismore, good save there by Kells.
Great effort there by Saunders, just following his man all the way down the floor and basically just taking away some time and space away from him, and not getting the shot that they wanted on net.
That was Mitch Ogilvie. He's third in team scoring for Ennismore, but he's playing mostly defense. I didn't see him to this point. I asked the great Mark Perry down in the truck if he was even if he'd even seen him tonight. I hadn't. Now he's on the floor now. He is third in team scoring with 13 points. Surprising, one of their main defenders is third in team scoring, but I guess what happens when a lot of your top players show up a little later, just like Owen Sound. That ball played across, nobody home, picked up there by McNabb. McNabb, Cascanet, I believe that's Buck now. Buck score! That's the Hattie for Tanner Buck. And it's 6-3 in favor of the Bug Juice North Stars, and that's now 1 for 2 on the power play, up in that 44% DJ.
Yeah, I mean, Owen Sound possessing a great power play here, and we see on the replay Jake McNabb taking the ball there, moving around the outside into the stick of Tanner Buck, and he's making no mistake. Then, Tanner Buck is here to do exactly that, is to score goals, and he already, like you said, Spencer, he's got 3 already tonight. Accurate shot, beats the goaltender 5-hole.
That's 9 and 4 for him, and a face-off violation against Tyler Halls. He's not happy about it. Now possession will go to Ennismore. Aaron Woods now has possession. Woods straight across there for Swift. Swift goes down. He'll get a good whack there. Oh, and he kind of pumped there. Surprisingly, Klopfer, and he'll get possession now. I don't think Swift's going to be a really liked man here at the Bayshore for the rest of the night. Played up, Saunders.
Klopfer known for his offense, coming back on and playing some defense there.
I'm getting a little worried now, DJ. Saunders goes right into Hutchinson there, driving the net. Looks like Hutchinson's trying to get his area a little sweated up there. He's trying to clean it up himself. Possession though for Ennismore. Great defensive play there by Dustin Lance to knock that ball away. And now here comes the North Stars. Miller Rustbridge plays it up. Oh, misplayed there by Coulter, but they'll gain back possession. McNabb. I believe that's McMillan. That is Jordan McMillan. McMillan bounces around, trying to get it to Buck. He will. What a catch by Buck. That one bounced into the netting and into the roof. Hits the Dan Schneider sign. And possession will stay with Owen Sound, which means fresh shot clock, might I add.
Owen Sound doing a good job here, just moving the ball around, taking that open shot when they get the opportunity.
Thompson, McNabb, oh, Coulter just can get a hold of that one. That was a prime opportunity for Quaden Coulter, who just couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah,
those are gimmies,
Coulter
DJ.
going into that tough area there in the middle of the house and just missing that pass.
I want to say that's Woods. I'd be incorrect. I think that's Hanrahan. That one off the post. That was a close one there by Braden McGregor. Flying up the floor is Owen Sound. I believe that's McNabb. It's Cascanet, pardon me. Now it's McNabb. McNabb gets a tumble, takes a tumble. He'll pass it up, nobody home, and flying out of his net comes Landon Kells. And Kells takes a charge, and he'll get it. He'll play it up. That's Ken Colson. Ken Colson's first real action tonight. Saunders from well out. That one goes high. And it's going to be 2-0, I believe, on the centers can get there. He can't. Played up. And now in. Shot. Scores. Ogilvie, one of the main defenders I said. I'm surprised he's in the top scoring for them. He's third. He stays third. That's a beauty for him. That's his 7th in 7 games.
Yeah, you're going to see here on the replay just Saunders took the shot on net, missed. The ball ends up way back out in the middle of the floor. The James gang picking up the ball here, and Ogilvie making a no mistake. Great shot on net.
Mitch Ogilvie bringing the lead now within 2 for Ennismore. Halls gets caught with a high stick. That one was helmet crushing there, as now Kells will take a walk to the bench, and Buck's going to wait to get the extra guy on the floor. It's now 6-on-5 in favor of Owen Sound.
And there you see him there, 44 of course Tanner Buck on the floor here with the net for the man advantage for Owen Sound.
McNabb shot that one well wide. Buck couldn't gain possession of it. And now we'll see, I think it'll just be a 2 against Ennismore. Definitely going to be a high stick. Caught him right in the helmet, right in the butt. Or it's going to be a slash. Actually there against number 15, Aiden McLaughlin.
Yeah, too bad there for McLaughlin. Just getting a stick caught up there a little bit too high on the Owen Sound player. And we're going to go sit in the box for 2 or less, pardon me.
Well, let's hope for less. Owen Sound 1 for 2 tonight on the power play. They're coming 44%. They're potent on the power play. Not something Ennismore wants to do. They're the second most penalized team in all of the OSL behind the guess who, Clearview. No surprise there with their best, second leading scorer there, Chris Atwood, having, I believe it is 62 penalty minutes so far this year, just 8 games played. So they like to sit in the box, and Ennismore is right there behind them. They average 22 minutes a night due to the James gang. That's over a period of penalty minutes. You can't do it against this Owen Sound team. You're going to get punished.
No, I mean, when you're on the power play and Owen Sound has, the players that they do at their disposal to put out in the power play, you certainly don't want to be taking too many penalties against this potent power play.
Buck. Shot, good save there by Hutchinson. He came out to meet that one. Thompson, Gasconet, Buck, down low. Buck, shot, good save there. Picked up by Thompson, I believe. No, push it to the corner of Gasconet. Another opportunity here, fresh shot clock. Buck, Gasconet, shot that one well high. It's going to scoot all the way down the floor, and Kells will kind of take a walk after it. Surprising to see no Pat Saunders here on this line. It looks to be Dan Keane there on the other side down low. Thompson, right up for McNabb. McNabb scores! I can't believe he found a spot for that one. Want to talk about a snipe, DJ, and it's now 7-4 in favor of the North Stars. What a power play, oh my goodness.
Jake McNabb just picking corners here like he just kind of, I mean, he just had a little wee spot there over the left shoulder on the goaltender, Drew Hutchinson, and he made no mistake and put it exactly where he wanted that ball to go. Great shot by number 3, Jake McNabb. Puts the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars up 7-4. And again, like you said, Spencer, another power play goal on this potent power play offense.
2 for 3 here tonight for the Bug Juice North Stars. They're now back up by 3, 7-4. They've had a great second period. I thought their first period was okay. It wasn't their best period. This has been a lot better by the Bug Juice North Stars.
Absolutely. I think it took them a little bit of time to settle in, and we're seeing the Bug Juice North Stars separate themselves from the Ennismore James gang here.
Kells came out to run after that one. They only got 5 up from the shot clock. Trying to get up to Thompson. He will shot. Good save there by Hutchinson. Thompson then goes down, but ball comes loose. And they're going to whistle a tripping call against Riley Thompson. Surprising there they're going to call that. He looks like he took a tumble to me, but they're going to give him the 2 for tripping, and now Thompson will sit for 2 or less. Owen Sound's penalty kill at 70%. Ennismore's power play at a pretty potent 35%. So both teams really good on the power play. You don't want to put either team on the man advantage, and Ennismore now will start.
Tough penalty there for Riley to take. I mean, he was working hard. He was digging for that ball. He ended up getting some contact from a James Gang player, and he fell down and tripped up another guy. So
Hammerhand shot from up top. Good save there by Kells. And Kells does a yoga pose to make sure that ball stays out. There's going to be a call, and they're going to send both. And Ennismore can't believe they're sending both. We're going to see who they send here for the North Stars. It looks to be Wyatt Barfoot, I believe. I know it looks like I'm mistaken. It looks to be number 19. Nick Quaid.
Nick Quaid getting tied up with a member of the James Gang, and on the way back to the benches there. And the referee's I think he's setting the tone here now that, we're not taking any
shenanigans.
Yeah, no more shenanigans, and we're just going to start filling the penalty box if we have to.
Aaron Wood is the man to sit for Ennismore. I believe they're both getting rough and minors.
There you see a picture there of Nick Quaid in the penalty box.
Talking there with Riley Thompson, and I'll be 4-on-3 for a minute 42. So we got a long 4-on-3 here, DJ. Interesting to see how this is going to shake out. We don't normally see a lot of 4-on-3s, but we got a long one here at the Bayshore. They seemingly content to just chew up the shot clock and get rid of some of that penalty. They got about 15 left on it. Right now it's Dan Keane. It's Keane, Halls, and I think that's Tanner Buckle on the other side, and it is. Keane makes a break for it. He's got 5. Keane towards the net. He's going to get an opportunity. He is not. He'll just fling it into the other end of the Ennismore zone, and possession will go to the James Gang. He wasted a good 30 seconds though, that 4-on-3.
Definitely some experience out there on the floor for the Bug Juice North Stars. We're working on that 4-on-3.
Swift again, shot. That's a good save by Kells. Good pickup there. What a save by Kells! Wow, and now here comes Zach Tompkinson. Tompkinson, 1-on-1. Goes for the break, goes for the spin. He gets through, trying to, I thought it almost pulled Calvin Stewart in one-handed. He decided against it. I'm telling you, these senior B guys have been getting some inspiration from the junior Bs. No look shots, one-handers.
Around the back.
The spinneroonies, I'm getting real hype right now for these guys. Shot, that one fanned on by Hayden Coulter. Coulter had a couple opportunities. He's been knocking on the door, DJ. You gotta expect Coulter's gonna get one tonight. Yeah,
I mean, Hayden Coulter's had opportunity after opportunity so far in this game, and you hope to see it eventually get rewarded.
And Ennismore's now got no more seconds here to be 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. Riley Thompson flying out of the box. Now it's 4-on-4 for 10 seconds. Swift back around, Hutchcraft, nobody home, and running after. There's Rob Klopfer. Klopfer gets tripped up, and nothing there. And Klopfer's gonna say to give him a little lip service there, because I think he's upset they didn't call that. And now Owen Sound will get the offensive guys back on the floor. McNabb, Saunders. I believe that is Thompson. Shot, scores! Riley Thompson! 8-4 in favor of the Bug Juice North Stars. An absolute rocket there by number 8.
Yeah, here, Owen Sound setting things up. Pat Saunders, dictating the play for the Bug Juice North Stars, and you could see him there on the floor. He was waving Riley Thompson over, and sure enough, Thompson reads it and steps out and fires that ball short side and beats the goaltender, Drew Hutchison. Another great goal for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars.
Face-off won by Tyler Halls. Tyler dancing right in front of his own bench. That door was open. I was scared there for a second, but now Halls. Thompson, I think that's Klopfer. And it is. Halls. It's more the defensive players out there on the offense there, DJ. That's Thompson now waiting for the rest of the offensive guys to come out, and here come the big guns. Thompson just couldn't find Saunders there, breaking for the middle. That ball popped up, picked up there by McNabb. McNabb from well out gets the shot on target just before the shot clock expires, but Hudson makes the routine save. if you can call any safe routine in lacrosse.
Yeah, good last-ditch effort there by McNabb just to get one on net and maybe try and get a fresh 30-second shot clock, but goaltender Drew Hutchison smothered that one up.
That shot scores! A rocket there from Braden McGregor, and Ennismore makes their deficit within 3.
Yeah, tough one there for Landon Kells. I'm sure he's probably wanting that one back.
Oh, they're going to give the goalies a quick water break here. Just about 5 to go. But look at that rocket from well out. Surprisingly, that beat Kells. Must not have had a good view at it. And now, DJ, I got a text from a good friend of mine, Rob Leonard. He wanted me to ask you a question. I think it's a really good question. He said, ask DJ what the importance is of the shot clock, especially for the offense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the shot clock is basically used to, get your offensive out, or your defense, of course, and use it to your advantage. I mean, you've got that 30 seconds to set your plays up and make those plays and get that shot clock down to as low as you can before you fire that ball off.
Absolutely. Gives you an opportunity to try to create some sort of advantage. Quickly like to thank Boston Pizza for the refreshments here tonight. You can see them at 1606 16th Street East here in Owen Sound, or call them at 519-370-2003, or visit them at www.bostonpizza.com. They can help them because they help us. Neither DJ nor I had a chance to grab a couple slices before we came up to the booth, but I will be stealing a couple pepperoni slices before I leave tonight. Possession now for Owen Sound. Owen Sound, again, trying to get their offensive guys on the floor as quick as they can. Laid down low. That short and Cascanet. Cascanet looking for a shot up high. He's able to get it. What a catch there by McMillan, but another good save by Hutchinson. Hutchinson had to be on his toes there for that McMillan save.
Yeah, McMillan swooping in there and picking up that rebound off the Hutchinson's first save and getting a second opportunity to put the ball in the net.
Rusbridge just throws his man to the ground. I think that's Aaron Woods, who got absolutely manhandled by Miller Rusbridge. And Owen Sound gains possession. Rob Klopfer.
Looks like a few of the hits we saw this afternoon from Aiden Yard.
For the Junior Bees. Hey, the Senior Bees, I swear, were watching the game, either on Rogers TV or they were here live before we had a chance to see them. Because they've done some eerily similar things here tonight. And you actually mentioned at the break that it was 4-3 in favor of the Junior Bees, and it was 4-3 at the end of one for the Senior Bees as well. They're going to hold it. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Coulter, Cascadet, McMillan in shot, great save there. McMillan diving through the orange paint. That ball bounced right below McNabb, and now possession for the Ennismore James gang. Right up there for Jeff Swift. Swift, the captain, plays it up, shot, scores! Aaron Woods, his second tonight, and now they're within 2. 2 consecutive goals there by Ennismore.
Yeah, you see here in the replay, some Ennismore guy coming out, setting off that pick. Ball goes to the top of the circle there, and great shot. Beats goaltender Landon Kells, I think 5-hole there. Not much you can do there with some bodies in front of the net.
I think Hall's won that one. That one lucky not to hit the netting, though. And possession will be gained by Kells. Kells will just muscle it over. There to Wyatt Barfoot. There for Rob Klopfer. 2:20 left here in this second frame. McMillan. Thompson. Right across McNabb, just can get the quick trigger off. But now McMillan. He's got 5. Cross for Saunders, shot, scores! Pat Saunders, his rocket, gets his first tonight, and that one does beat Hutchinson. And won't be happy about that one beating him because he thought he had it there, couldn't spin around fast enough.
just a great shot from Pat Saunders. I mean, a veteran guy for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars, just letting one rip there with the shot clock winding down, and beats Hutchison there low between the legs. Great shot. Good to see the Owen Sound offense, respond after 2 goals by the James gang and open up the lead again to 9-6.
Back to a 3-goal lead for Owen Sound. Officially 2 minutes left here in this second frame. Swift. Hanrahan, that one saved by Kells. Played up there for Tompkinson. Tompkinson, he's got, I think that's Buck streaking. He didn't give it to him and he's gonna wait. Bounce there to McNabb. McNabb. Right up for Saunders. Saunders. Dan Keane. Keane. McNabb. McNabb in. Buck! Ooh, I think he held that ball just a little too long. Saunders gets possession, but lost it almost immediately. Trying to get possession back, he couldn't, but McNabb might be able to now, and McNabb will. McNabb's gonna take a little walk, and he's gonna wait, and he'll pass it back. That's Wyatt Barfoot. Barfoot now will waddle his way off. Tanner Buck in. Saunders shot. That one just goes wide, though. Squirts it behind the net. Saunders trying to get possession of it. He could not there from Hutchinson. And now just under a minute left here in the second frame. Hutchinson's going to go for a little walk. Fake. He's going to fire it down the floor. And it's big Matt Fountain.
The easiest target on the floor, number 3.
Yeah, hit him in the chest. He'll probably catch it. Fountain working his way in. Up for Swift. Back for Swift. Back. That one Hanrahan. That one goes almost off the rip, picked up by Swift. Swift's just going to dump it back. Veteran play there by the captain and make sure they don't get away with that shot clock violation.
Yeah, just trying to get rid of that ball that the ball missed the net, and he's just getting rid of it to get Owen Sound to start back in their own zone. Like I mentioned earlier, with these new rules, wherever the ball ends up, they can play it from now, so it speeds up the game and makes things go a lot quicker, and the players seem to like it.
Stretch pass, nobody home. As Kell's going to come chase it. He will retrieve, and that will be it for the second period here between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James gang. Owen Sound came in only up 4-3. They now come out 9-6 leaders here going into this third period. A great second period, a little sputter there nearing the end, DJ, but all in all, a pretty good end, or a pretty good period for the Bug Juice North Stars.
Yeah, we see Owen Sound come out in the second period and score 5 goals there. Much better second period than the first, and they're starting to show the dominance that they are on the offense and making the best of their chances.
Absolutely. So in that second period, quite a few goals there. Tanner Buck's now got 3. Pat Saunders finally got himself on the board. Jake McNabb's got 2. Big Gun showed up for the junior bees. Same thing's happening right now for the senior bees.
Yeah, and I mean, earlier in the broadcast, your best players have got to be your best players, and those 3 guys for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars probably are the best players. They put the ball in the net. They're here to put the ball in the net, and they're doing a darn good job of doing it.
Absolutely. Then going on to the goalie, Landon Kells, the main starter for this Bug Juice North Stars team, has looked really, really good in the net. Obviously, letting in 6 goals is not what you'd hope for, but Lacrosse, the goaltending's a little more interesting because of how many goals, the goal environment you guys play in. Yeah,
6 goals in Lacrosse isn't a whole lot. The ball's going to go in the net. So the goaltenders are there to do their best. The offenses are there to do their job as well. Landon Kells had a good second period, I think. And if he can carry that through the third, we'll see a good third period.
Absolutely there. And for Ennismore, they've quite a staggering goals differential. The only guy with multiple is Aaron Woods. He's got 2, probably been their most potent offensive player. Jeff Swift's had a lot of the ball, not a lot of opportunity at the net. He seems to be more of a setup than he is the finisher.
Yeah, Jeff Swift, a former Owen Sound North Star, moving the ball around real well for the James gang, and that's that was his job, and he's finding the open players and finding those guys that can finish off the ball when they get a chance to score.
Absolutely. So I actually had a chance to catch up with Jeff Swift pre-game. You'll get a chance to see that right after the break here on Rogers TV. Myself with Jeff Swift from the Ennismore James gang here on Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm David Shearman, host of Politically Speaking. Join me for my next show where my guests will be Lori Wilder and Jane Thompson of the Blue Water District School Board. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to out-of-market regular season games with all games available in HD. Don't miss the action from the games you want from both the American and National Leagues. MLB Extra Innings, part of the Super Sports Pack. For only $35.95 a month, Rogers customers get all this for one all-inclusive price. Order using your remote starting on channel 431 or visit Rogers.com today.
Hi, I'm Sharon Skelly, host of Community Close-Up on Rogers TV. Join me as I interview guests from groups such as healthcare, social services, the arts, sports and recreation, and education. These people make Owen Sound an area the great place that it is to live, work, and play. So remember to join us here on Rogers TV, Grey County. And remember, it's your community, so take part.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
To the second intermission here. I'm with Jeff Swift of the Ennismore James gang. Jeff, big season for you. You've only played 3 games, but got 12 points, 6 goals in it. What has what has happened this season to make you so successful?
I think just, me being a little bit older than a lot of younger guys. They're, doing a lot more work than that I used to do when I was their age. And, our team's a lot younger this year. Our average age might be 23 maybe. And me being 30, it's a little harder than it used to be, that's for sure. So, but it's been good. They've picked up the slack, and I can't complain.
How has COVID affected your lacrosse game, losing the 2 seasons?
Yeah, it's been tough for sure. I got a 3-year-old boy now that's just getting involved in lacrosse, and that's basically the main reason why I came back, just to keep him involved and get him back into into sports and getting out. And what a better way to do it than play yourself and watch him. Let him watch me play.
Absolutely. So going all the way back to a couple seasons ago, before COVID was a thing, imagine that. You actually played here for Owen Sound when Ennismore loaned you to the Bug Juice North Stars because of trade deadline deals for Owen Sound to have a chance at the playoffs.
Yeah.
How much fun did you have playing for Owen Sound?
I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, my season was cut short. I broke a few ribs in my 3rd game, I think, playing with them. And that ended my season, and that's definitely not the way I wanted to go out, because back then, we had a good team, and, I thought we had a really good chance of making it. And unfortunately, things happen in lacrosse, and that's what happened to me, and that's not the way I wanted to go out with it, but that's what happened.
Currently, you're 4th in the OSL at 2-4 is Ennismore, but you guys definitely have some talented players on your roster. What do you think you guys need to be able to turn around your season?
I think it's just commitment right now, really. We're up here right now. We have 14 runners today, and guys got to work, and families come first and stuff like that. But it's just right now, if we could have a solid team come together as one, I think we can contend with anyone in the league. It's just a matter of getting everyone there for the same games, for sure.
Absolutely. My last thing here for you, what do you think your team needs to do to be able to beat Owen Sound tonight?
I just move our feet and take our chances when we can, that's for sure, and specialize on special teams.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jeff Swift, forward for the Ennismore James gang. Back up to myself and DJ Selkirk after this.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
I'm sure right now a lot of you feel like you aren't able to be who you truly are.
What's most important, more important than everybody else knowing who you are, is that you know who you are.
As a young person, time moves slower for you. And just know that things will get better It Gets Better Canada is a registered Canadian charity with a focus on uplifting our queer youth through the power of digital storytelling.
As a Two-Spirit person, I use they, them pronouns, but that's not the case for every Two-Spirit person.
There are so many voices out there that we didn't have 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No matter what your mind tells you, you really are perfect the way you are, so stop beating yourself up so much.
I'm gonna be a boy in a dress, because why not?
Your identity is explosive.
We all have our unique journeys, but one thing that connects us all is the desire to be happy, the desire to celebrate being our authentic selves.
DJ. And welcome back here to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and the J.D. McCarthy Arena for the second intermission between the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars and the Ennismore James gang. Currently, Owen Sound up 9-6 on Ennismore, really putting themselves in that top spot, or arguing for that top spot with Six Nations. I'm Spencer Byers here with DJ Selkirk. DJ, really good second period by the Owen Sound North Stars.
Yeah, absolutely. No argument that the North Stars came out with a better second period than they did in the first. Coach Keith Peer must have had some words for them there after that first period. We saw a better second period from the Owen Sound North Stars. Absolutely.
You and I agree that first period wasn't their best. It was okay. They had some moments of, I'll go with brilliance is the word I'm going to use, but it wasn't their best overall period. They looked really, really good in that second period. What impressed you the most from that first period going into that second period?
Well, I just think that in the first period, the offense kind of sputtered a little bit. We didn't see quite the capability of what those guys can fire at. And when I say those guys, you're talking to the likes of Jakes McNabbs, the Tanner Bucks. Those guys are on the floor for a reason.
Absolutely. And defensively, Ennismore only doubled their score. Owen Sound scored technically a little over double their score. They scored 6 in the second period compared to Ennismore only getting 3 more. So defensively, Owen Sound also looking pretty good there with the Rob Clofers, if you will, looking really, really good.
Yeah, Rob Clofer stepping back and going, normally known for his offensive ability, but Keith Peer having him back on the back end today, doing a real good job back there, keeping things steady. And again, Landon Kells having a good game as well.
Absolutely, as Owen Sound now just taking the floor. We'll see if Ennismore is last to meet them out again. But, Ennismore on the other hand, they're struggling a little bit on the offensive end. Do you think that's Ennismore stalling, or do you more think it's the defense of Owen Sound?
I mean, a combination of both. I think that you're going to see some fatigue setting in here at the Ennismore. Only 14 runners today. Owen Sound's defense, they can put out some live legs every time that they're on the floor, outwork and and help out with the goaltending as well, and get the ball up the floor. So Owen Sound doing a good job on the back end.
Absolutely there. And you look at the Ennismore top guns. They're missing their top 2 scorers. Mitch Ogilvy's got a goal tonight. He was 3rd on the list. Jeff Swift is 4th, the captain. He's got a goal tonight. Do you think that Ogilvy, more a defensive player, but him and Jeff Swift, for example, have to be better in this third period if Ennismore wants to come back?
Well, like you mentioned, the Ennismore missing their top 2 guys, so you're going to lean on your secondary scoring a lot more, and guys like Ogilvy, they'll need to step up and try and help this Ennismore team get back into the lacrosse game.
Absolutely. We're just getting prepared here for the third period of this OSL Senior B lacrosse matchup, as Halls will go up against Aiden Lachlan. And Halls will win. Halls played quickly up for Riley Thompson. Thompson's looked dangerous all night long for the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars. Thompson, he goes in. I can't believe he didn't touch the orange paint there. And then he lost possession, but given right back, and now picked up by Halls. Back for Thompson. Riley Thompson now going to wait for some reinforcements. He gives it up to McNabb. McNabb. Dan Keene. Keene takes a real head of steam at it. He takes a spin, too. Can he get towards the net? No, he can't. Now they send a double. Up for McNabb. McNabb cycle right around there to Cascanet. Cascanet shot. That's a good save there by Hutchinson.
Good first possession there by the North Stars. Couple chances on net early on in this third period. Hopefully they can build off that for the rest of the game.
Matt Fountain now going through 1 North Star, 2 North Stars, 3 North Stars. I feel like I'm reading Redfish, Bluefish. That ball now giving up to Jeff Swift. Swift shot well high. He gets tumbled there, and he gets an extra shove, and now Fountain's going to go after him. And I said earlier in the broadcast, DJ, this game's going to get chippy, and the one guy I would want to get chippy with, it's the big boy. It's Matt Fountain.
Yeah, I mean, Fountain coming to the rescue there of the captain, Jeff Swift, making sure that basically policing the North Stars and protecting his teammate.
Yeah, that's a high catch there by, it looks like Miller Rustbridge, and it will be Miller Rustbridge, pardon me, going to the box. No extra penalties, though, which does kind of surprise me with the extracurriculars after the whistle. Hanrahan. I believe that's Swift. Swift right across. What a pass! No moss, though, for Aaron Woods, who's got 2 looking for the hat trick. And now into 2 goes Halls. He gets by both. And I believe that was Woods. And the other was Mitch Ogilvie. That one given right away to Riley Thompson. Errant pass there by Tucker King. Halls. Right across there for Dan Keene, takes a run at the net. Has a lot of head of steam there. He back passed, nobody home there for Riley Thompson.
Bit of an errant pass there and nobody home to receive it.
And now here comes Aaron Woods. I said he's got 2 goals tonight. He's the leading goal scorer tonight for the Ennismore James gang. Pass it up top. Hanrahan, shot, scores! Cole Hanrahan, and it is 9-7 in favor of the North Stars. As I said earlier in the broadcast, DJ, Ennismore's power play percentage at 35%, another real potent power play, and they proved why on that man advantage.
Yeah, the Ennismore just sticking around, hanging around, being pesky, you know. Owen Sound had a 3-goal lead. Now they're down to a 2-goal lead. Owen Sound can't seem to put the James gang away just quite yet.
Possession back for Owen Sound. Halls plays it down low. That's Cascanet. Jordan Cascanet. Up for Jordan McMillan. And across there. Shot. That's a good save, and that, I believe, was Hayden Coulter, and it was. Possession now for Ennismore. That one shot well low there by, I believe that's Aaron Woods, and that ball was scooted all the way down to the Ennismore zone, picked up though by the goalkeeper, and he'll fling it almost on target. I thought it would hit Kells there for a second. I was worried it was Kells' reaction, but Kells knew it was going wide and he didn't even flinch.
Didn't seem to worry goalie Landon Kells, so.
It worried me up here in the press box. Riley Thompson. He's got Buck. He'll give it there. Tanner wide open, kind of rushed it, and that ball will go well wide. And Kells will come out to retrieve it with about 12 to go on the shot clock. Kells up for Thompson. Thompson's got to work fast. He's got 8 seconds left. Saunders, pardon me. Saunders in. What a low shot there. Just couldn't squeak it past, but it will reset the shot clock. But misplayed there by Buck, but Buck will be able to retrieve.
Good job there by Tanner Buck, taking that loose ball and getting a fresh 30-second shot clock and keeping the Owen Sound offense on the floor.
Dan Keene takes a spin. Gets a pick from Jake McNabb, and he will. What a back pass. McNabb just couldn't snag it, and now he's getting double teamed though. But now possession back from Jordan McMillan. Keene, Buck. That's Riley Thompson's shot low, just couldn't beat McMillan. And fighting for it there was McMillan. And now McNabb was going at it there with, I can't tell who, but definitely going at it there. McNabb's got some lip service as well for the Ennismore bench. Owenstown now gets possession. Owenstown, I think, asking for a penalty there. They're not going to get one, but now here comes Wyatt Barfoot. Barfoot's got one tonight. He comes in. Nobody on him. Shot. A great save there by Hutchinson. That ball misplayed. Halls goes to play the man. He does. Miss hit there by Ennismore. Ball still missing around there. Tyler Halls now gets possession, and a good whack there. And they're going to send both again. Another double minor on both sides. We're going to 4-on-4. And not happy about it there is Wyatt Barfoot. And I am right this time, it is Wyatt Barfoot.
Wyatt Barfoot going off before for the Owen Sound North Stars and
Tucker King.
Yeah.
Number 12 there for Ennismore.
Going off for Ennismore as well. Each getting 2 for roughing. The referee's making sure this game doesn't get chippy, despite PA announcers Fred Wallace is wanting to get things started out there.
The instigator from the press box, if you will, is now the ball is picked up by Pat Saunders, who starts it off. Saunders hands it off there to McNabb. McNabb takes a little spin. A little loop-de-loop. So McNabb fired it there to, it looked like Cascanet, but he couldn't retrieve it. Now picked up all the way down at the other end by Kells. Cascanet. He's only got 10 to work. Saunders in, what a pass! Oh my goodness, I don't know if that was a shot or just kind of a cup, but a decent opportunity there for Ken Colson. Somebody you normally don't see on the, I'll call it the power play, but I guess the 4-on-4 is Ken Colson.
Yeah, Ken Colson just coming off the bench there. Typically not the guy you would normally see flying off the bench, but
and they're going to call that against
for him there on at the top of the crease.
Fountain just threw down. It looked to be Thomas McDonald, and they got possession for Owen Sound. Fighting through it there was Dan Keene. He'll give it off. He makes another good whack. That's Hayden Coulter. Coulter shot, good save. Now retrieved there by Ennismore. That's Brandon Wilson. Wilson outbounds it there to Jeff Swift. Swift looking at his net, I think. Either the net or the ball, and I don't know which one's worse. Woods into the middle. Good push off there by Zach Tompkinson. 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds. Only have 6 on the shot clock. That shot, good shot there by Woods, but easy save for Kells in the end.
Yeah, Kells just coming out, meeting that ball and taking it, between his arm and his body and making a big save.
Riley Thompson played into the middle for Saunders. Saunders taking a little walk around and give it off to, I think that's McNabb. McNabb trying to get an open lane. He can't get one. He's getting a couple good whacks. He gets a couple more good whacks. He'll shoot one from well out. That one, I believe, was a save, and McNabb's going to give him, I think they're going to send McNabb for the punch, and they will. And I could kind of tell McNabb was getting a little angry with some of the liberties Ennismore was taking with them, and he, I guess, had to defend himself, because as most athletes will tell you, if the ref's not going to defend me, I sure as hell will.
Yeah, I mean, McNabb getting 1 whack, 2 whacks there, and obviously taking matters into his own hands, but a little bit undisciplined there and putting Owen Sound on the penalty kill against the Ennismore James Gang power play here.
It'll be 4-on-3 for all of 5 seconds, then it'll be 5-on-4, and I think they're going to send both boys for a quick water break. Kells goes well before, and now going back to the bench is Drew Hutchinson, seeing that Kells is now coming to the bench. So they're going to give the guys a quick little water break before they start the 4-on-3. Quickly like to thank Boston Pizza for the crew refreshments here tonight. You can see them. You can go see them at 1606 16th Street East here in Owen Sound, or call them at 519-370-2003, or you can also visit them at www.bostonpizza.com. I can help them because they help us, and it's always nice to support your local community. I didn't get a chance to grab any slices of pizza, but I will steal a couple before I leave. Don't you worry about that. Lots of pizza left there for the Rogers crew. We always appreciate them feeding us, Rogers crew.
There you see 24 coming back into your picture there. Wyatt Barfoot out of the penalty box.
Now 5-on-4.
Now 5-on-4, yep.
Hammerhand. Shot. Good save there by Kells. Now Klopfer. He's taking a run. He'll give it off. It looks like, oh, he fakes it there to Gasconet. He might just try to waste that shot clock. No Ennismore players walking even towards him, so why would he? Still no Ennismore player.
Klopfer just killing time, just hanging out, killing time on his own. No pressure at all from the Ennismore James gang, and a minute and 10 seconds left in the power play, or in the penalty kill.
And that's going to do it there for the shot clock. Great job there by Klopfer to waste an entire 30 seconds off that power play. Interesting strategy by Ennismore. I can see it from both sides. Why you wouldn't send the pressure, because he's in no opportunity to really get at the net, but it's also you're down by 2. You need to not waste any clock to try to get this game back.
Yeah, I mean, interesting strategy there by Ennismore. I mean, they really didn't force the Owen Sound player to make a move or anything like that, but obviously taking their chances here on their 30-second shot clock to see if they can score a goal.
Hanrahan puts that one wide, picks it back up. Hanrahan, another good save there by Kells. They even reset, put it right into the net of an already down Kells. Surprised he didn't try to put that high. Now comes Wyatt Barfoot. He'll give it off there to Dan Keane. 22 left on the penalty, about 60 left on the shot clock. 4-second difference between penalty and shot clock. So one time could basically kill the rest of this penalty off.
I've yet to see Tanner Buck hit the floor.
That's a fair point. I also have not seen Tanner Buck, who has 3 goals tonight. He's one of the top players for this Owen Sound Bug Juice team.
Yeah.
And that will do it for the power play for Ennismore. They can't get one on the man advantage. I believe that makes them 1 for 3 tonight. That one almost picked off, but it, I think, will be, no, that ball was a little too hot. There's Matt Fountain, picks it up. And Fountain takes tumble, and he's hurt, I think. Yeah, he is, and he's grabbing at his knee. And that's kind of the problem with this hard concrete, DJ. You take a tumble, it's going to hurt.
And when you're a big man like Fountain, I mean, that hurts even more. That's certainly, I feel for the guy. You don't want to see anybody get hurt like that, but he looks like he's in a bit of pain.
Possession will go to Owen Sound. We'll see if he needs help off. I don't know who's going to be able to help him off the floor, but it'll be interesting to see, DJ.
Yeah, we're going to just get a replay here, I think, from the Rogers crew. The battle between the two players, the one Owen Sound player and the Ennismore James gang. They both get tied up. Innocent play, no harm. I mean, not intentional by any means, but number 3 there, Matt Fountain, taking the worst for wear. Here it is here on your screen now. 24 for Owen Sound.
Yeah.
Wyatt Barfoot just being aggressive, just trying to do his job, trying to get that loose ball, and on poor Matt Fountain just taking the brunt of that.
Absolutely. When you're carrying that much weight, you go down, your extremities are going to hurt, ankles and knees, and he's grabbing at his knee there when he went down. So obviously in some discomfort. He's a massive loss. And I mean figuratively and literally, yes, DJ. Yes. Massive loss for.
I mean, Ennismore already with only 14 runners and can't afford probably to lose any more today.
McNabb.
They have to have some bodies for the game tomorrow.
Absolutely. Buck is actually now on the floor. What a pass! Saunders just got that one on target, picked up by McMillan. On the outside there for Ken Colson. Good. Oh my, what a move there by McNabby. I think he bring her off the post. Out comes Kells. Saunders is going to take a little walk at Kells. Kells just goes to stop it with his foot. I think he's interesting here. I don't know what the shot clock's at. Does anyone know what the shot clock's at? Now it's going to be reset. So
I think we're going to get a fresh 30 seconds here for Owen Sound, as that last shot on net was counted as a shot on net. So
Buck shot. That's a good save. Good to see Tanner Buck back on the floor. Held in there by McNabb. McNabb's going to wait for another reinforcement. That's Hayden Coulter. I think on for Ken Colson. Pat Saunders in shot. That one just goes wide. It's going to scoot. And Ennismore's got a chance here. But Kell's going to come racing after it. And Kell's going to body him. And that's... I almost was going to... It's a Cam Crown, pardon me. I thought it was Jeff Swift there for a second, but then realized it was 18. And it was Crown who got the brunt of the Kell's check. Shot. McNabb. Was that one wide? Kell's... Nope, that ball's going to be stopped right in the middle there. I love to see a goalie come chase after a puck, especially in lacrosse, where it's not like in hockey where that goalie's going to get absolutely smoked. he's wearing pretty big equipment too, and he can take a hit.
Yeah, most of the that goaltender equipment, they certainly not going to get hurt by any means, and it's always fun to see when the goalie comes out to play the ball like that.
Possession now to Ennismore. Swift, hammerhand. Looking for the opportunity back for Swift. The captain. Got 18 off the shot clock. Oh, hip check there. Swift shot, good save there by, I thought they hit the roof there for a second. Tompkins trying to get a hold of it. Fluffer, hand pass in his possession to Ennismore. Good save though by Kells. Lenny Kells looked really impressive in this third period. Hodgecraft. Right after Taylor Halls, and Halls, that ball goes in. He's still got a hold of Halls, and Halls is trying to get away from him, and now he will. He's got possession of the ball. I know you have loved the hairdo that Hutchcraft has there, DJ. I had to mention at least once here tonight.
That's right.
Gasconet. Pick from Thompson. Across there for McNabb. That's the pick from Dan Keene. Gets it back for Keene. Keene shot, deflection, over, picked up there by Aiden McLaughlin. And that was passed right up and in, all alone. Great save there by Kells.
Great save by Kells. Great opportunity there for the Ennismore player. Kells equal to the challenge.
Ogilvie, Mitch Ogilvie got one tonight, third in scoring. Right now their leading scorer, as their top two are not in action tonight. He came in as their leading scorer, dressed at least, and he gets robbed there by Landon Kells, if you can even say he got robbed on the one-on-one.
Owen Sound offense sputtering here a little bit in this third period. We've yet to see them score a goal, and we're 13 minutes into the frame.
I thought Buck there almost got one past that net there of Hodgkinson, but just couldn't beat him. That's kind of been my biggest issue with this senior B team. It's not that they're not talented, because they're obviously talented. They have a lot of really good scores. It's just they have these moments in games where they just seem to sputter, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
they did it twice. They did it last weekend in both games against Clearview. They went up by six goals after one period, and then just couldn't seem to continue that momentum, that confidence throughout the game.
You certainly don't want to waste your opportunities when you get your chances to move down the floor with the ball. And when you have an offense like Owen Sound does, you certainly want to make good on it.
Fountain was actually just back out there for Ennismore, so happy to see he is not no worse for wear. Now Owen Sound with possession. Riley Thompson. Cross. Keene loses his footing, and that ball will now go into the corner. Possession for the James gang. Possession though, great back. That's Cascanet who gained it back.
Good second effort there by Cascanet, getting that loose ball and keeping the Owen Sound offense on the floor. As long as Owen Sound has the ball, Ennismore can't score.
McNabb, Saunders can take a walk in. Saunders, that one not well placed, but a good save by Hutchinson nevertheless. Now after it's Ogilvie. He'll pass it behind himself. And LA picked up by Ennismore. Now Matt Fountain has possession at the very top of the circle as he walks it into the North Star zone. Swift. Woods. That shot, good save there. Another one, scores! I believe that's Aaron Woods. He's got his hat trick. And now Owen Sound only up by one. Not what you want to see here for the North Stars. They now only have a 1-goal advantage with 5:23 left.
Yeah, you're going to see here on the replay, just Ennismore moving the ball around the outside. Then a shot on net here. Kells can't handle that rebound. And 27 from Ennismore picks that up. Aaron Woods and makes no mistake and buries it into the empty net.
He's got 3 now tonight. He's been probably their best player so far for this Ennismore squad.
Landon Kells there, and got turned around in the net. Doesn't think he knows where he was, and left Woods all alone for an empty net goal. And again, I go back to this 13 minutes. Well, we're almost at 15 minutes now without a goal for Owen Sound, with with the opportunities the offense that they carry on that bench, and they're getting shut down right now.
Woods came in with no goals before tonight. In 2 games played, he only had 1 assist. I forgot my sheets were double-sided, so I was kind of confused at why I had a lack of stats, but that's why. But yeah, he's got only 1 assist in his first 2 games. He's now got 3 goals tonight, and he's a big reason why Ennismore is even in this contest.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer, that's a great point. Great point.
Possession now for Ennismore. Dancing around there is Wood's shot. I almost thought that one went in. And I think a very aggravated Kelsey, and that foot was in the crease. I don't even know why he got a chance at that shot, but anyway. Pass in the middle, Saunders. Great save there by Hutchinson. Coulter now fighting for it there in the corner. McMillan's also on the prowl. That ball pops out, and they're going to give possession to Ennismore. Owen sounds sputtering a lot here in this third period. And it could cost him.
Where is the likes of Tanner Buck and Jake McNabb and those top end guys? Here we are 16 minutes in with still no goal. Owen Sound clinging to a 1-goal lead. And you need these guys to step up in these moments.
As you keep saying, DJ, your best players have to be your best players if you expect to win. And Owen Sound, in this third period, have not had their best players be their best players.
Well, the best player right now for Owen Sound is definitely the goaltender, Landon Kells.
Oh, and Ennismore not happy there with a late whack there behind the play. Wade will hand it off to Tanner Buck. He just mentioned it. We'll see what Buck can do with this one. He passed it across. Keaton can get a hold of it. McNabb's now got a chance. McNabb looking for a chance behind the back. Just couldn't get on target. And Riley Thompson couldn't get a stick onto it. Passed up Matt Fountain all alone. Fountain in. Misses the net. Oh my goodness, a prime opportunity there for Matt Fountain, but just couldn't get it in past Kells.
Good pass up the floor there. A quick strike by the James gang to try and tie this game up at 9.
Coulson, Saunders, Buck. Can't find a lane. He's got Saunders behind the net. He gives it to him. Saunders takes the Fountain bump behind the back, and they're gonna call, I'll call it a carry. Looks like a carry sign in basketball.
Inside the crease, outside the crease. So once you get possession in that crease, you can only come back out one time. You can't go back in again.
Okay, so they go over the back in basketball. Okay, there we go. See, that's why you're here, DJ. You're my rules expert.
There you go.
So now possession to Owen Sound. Passed across there to McNabb. McNabb's gonna take a little run. Keane trying to send him a pick.
This is where you need your best players to step up. You need the likes of Tanner Buck, Jake McNabb to try and get you a goal here late in the third period.
Saunders gets that good save there off of Hutchinson. And there's going to be a slashing call against Hutchinson on, looks like Riley Thompson who got the whack. And Kelsey can take the nice, slow, brisk walk as Keane gives it off. Coulter came off the bench.
We're going to see 6-on-5 here. The Owen Sound goalie makes it to the bench.
Passed up top, Keane. Good save there. And with 2:08 left here in this third frame, a penalty should keyword give Owen Sound a prime opportunity to put this game out of reach.
Well, like we said earlier, the Owen Sound power play's clicking at about a 40% rate right now. And an undisciplined penalty there by the goaltender, taking a slashing penalty. Hopefully Owen Sound here can capitalize and give themselves some breathing room here in the last 2 minutes.
That's when you gotta have, I'll go with what you call basketball IQ. We have lacrosse IQ. You're down by 1 with 2 minutes to go. Why take we'll call it a dumb penalty like that, like a slash by the goalie, that now puts your team on a disadvantage for basically the rest of this third period. So now you gotta get a shorty and try to tie it.
Yep, I mean, Owen Sound obviously hopefully do their best to not allow that shorthanded goal, but you're on the power play, you're clicking at 40%, and again, on the floor for Owen Sound, you've got some real good high-powered offense, so we should see a good outcome here.
You gotta hope so. They've been sputtering all third period. They now come out with their 44% coming into it. Power play, McNabb. Buck, shot, save. That one goes behind the net, and Hudson will make sure that one doesn't get by. And Rob Leonard's been texting me most of this period, and I got to agree with him. Owen Sound seems to be rushing a lot of their shots. They don't seem to be using that shot clock very well. They seem to be trying to get quick opportunities at the net, and I agree with Rob when he says they got to slow down a little bit. They got to try to set something up because rushing their shots has not gone well in this third period. Now possession for Jeff Swift. So looking for an opportunity at the net. They know they got to get a goal here. That one behind the back, nobody home, and now possession for Owen Sound. Nick Quaid.
We should see the high-powered offense come back out on the floor here for Owen Sound, and definitely try and get themselves a goal here.
McNabb. Buck. Saunders. Buck. McNabb. Buck. McNabb. Good save there. Into the corner. Dan Keane can't get a hold of it. McNabb's just going to fire it all the way down. We'll see if Kells can get rid of it before the shot clock goes. He will... Oh, they called the shot on goal, so they're going to hold it. And then we're going to push this? We're going to call stalling? I don't know what's going on right now. Buck's holding it. Fountain's going to get at the press, and Owen Sound now can just hold the ball for the rest of this game because now the shot clock has just started with less than 30 seconds left on the clock. So now it looks like the game's out of reach, DJ.
Yeah, I mean, smart play there by Tanner Buck. He didn't rush anything. He waited for Ennismore to come at them. Owen Sound really doesn't need to score, but at the same time, Ennismore didn't really push the issue.
What an anticlimactic end. Oh, it was a good game there, DJ.
Yeah.
They wasted the last about a minute. They wasted about the last minute. And I'll blame both sides on that one, DJ. Owen Sound with obviously the smart play. I'm not saying what Buck or Kells did was wrong. Obviously, it was a good idea because they wasted 15 seconds of no shot clock.
I don't understand the Ennismore not chasing that ball down at the very end there. Tanner Buck being, that, like you say, that high lacrosse IQ, just leaving the ball there and letting the clock run down before he picked it up, so the shot clock was basically null and void to the game clock. Owen Sound picking up here a good win, 9-8. Again, no goal at all in the third period.
It's a hard game to unpack now, DJ, because that ending was so baffling is the word I'm going to use, DJ. It was so weird to watch because, Owen Sound had prime opportunities all third period, couldn't cash any one of them in, and then the ending sequence on a shorthanded opportunity for the James gang, it was really, really weird.
Yeah, I mean, that, as you described it, very anticlimactic. The James gang goaltender, the 2 minutes left in the game, takes an undisciplined penalty, puts Owen Sound on the power play for basically the rest of the game. And then again, we get down to the last 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and Ennismore not chasing down a loose ball to try and score to tie this game up. Very, very different ending for sure.
Absolutely. They did it earlier in the game, DJ, on a penalty kill where they just didn't seem to press the Bugjuice North Stars. No one sounds like we're just going to wait here and use some time because why would we waste our time?
Why would we waste time? Owen Sound using the clock there to their advantage for sure.
Miffing ending, in my opinion. I'm still trying to recover here from what was for 40 minutes, DJ, a great lacrosse game for the Bugjuice North Stars. That's probably what's most upsetting, is they played 40 great minutes, especially that second period. They played a great 20, an okay 20, and then whatever you want to call that third period, I call it bad, but...
I'm going to have to agree. I mean, I don't think that the players nor the coaching staff are going to be too happy about that third period. To go a full 20 minutes and not score a goal with the high-powered offense that you have or the high-powered power play that you have, certainly something that Keith Peer will be concerned about maybe going into tomorrow.
Absolutely. They play Ennismore again tomorrow night, or I guess tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. here at the Bayshore, but, we'll go a little bit longer here. Owen Sound, what do you think made them sputter so much in that third period? Do you think it was Ennismore, or do you just think that Buck and Saunders and McNabb, for example, their top guns, just didn't seem to have it?
Well, I don't want to lay blame on just a few players, but certainly, the likes of McNabb and Buck, they certainly sputtered in that third period. These guys were brought in to score goals, and I mean, it's going to happen. It's not their fault. You get shut out one period, it's not the end of the world, but certainly in a 9-8 game, when you're looking for your top-end players to be your top-end players, those are the guys that you should be looking at.
Well, what more angering for me, DJ, is not just that they get shut out in a period, because that will happen. You'll have awkward bounces, things will go your way, those will happen. But when they play a great second period, one of their best periods all year, they look so unstoppable at times in that second period, and then they come out with a blah third period. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, the coaching staff will probably evaluate that third period, see what they can do to change that for tomorrow's game, but definitely the players and the coaching staff can't be very happy with a 9-8 finish.
Absolutely, and now being tied on points to Six Nations with a grand total of 12. Six Nations, though, does have 3 games in hand. They're currently undefeated at 6-0. Owen Sound now 6-3 on the year. 2 of those losses coming to Six Nations and 1 more coming to Oakville. As we keep talking about, they play again this same team, Ennismore, tomorrow at 2 p.m. So it's going to be another big game for them, but Ennismore, same thing. They're still battling for that third spot with Brooklyn. They still need that extra win, that third win, to be able to get themselves tied with Brooklyn. And we know they're getting some more players back tomorrow. We don't know if it's injuries or what exactly was the problem, but they only had 14 players, which is even more ironic. You have an anemic third period for Owen Sound, and Ennismore was the team short. They only had 14 runners.
Yeah, I mean,
and you got to expect they would be the tired team going into that third period.
I think if you're the Ennismore team, you're going back to that dressing room at the end of the game and saying that you had a good chance. You had a good opportunity maybe to steal the win out of the Owen Sound Bug Juice North Stars today. Maybe with a full squad tomorrow, things may change for them. I'm certainly something for them to build off of for tomorrow's game at 2 o'clock.
Absolutely. And here's a question for you for tomorrow's game. Do you start Kells to keep him fresh? I know Reed was scratched tonight. He was in the building, and then Dunkerley. Who do you start tomorrow night? Do you give it to Reed, or do you keep it, or do you give Dunkerley his first action this year?
I mean, we haven't seen Dunkerley all year, and I think maybe this would be the right time to showcase him. I mean, he hasn't had an opportunity. Let's give Landon Kells a rest and see what Dunkerley can do for tomorrow.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. I think Dunkerley deserves a chance. We're quickly going to end here with, who do you think the player of the game was for Owen Sound, as bad as that third period was?
Tanner. I'm going to go with Tanner Buck. I think. Unfortunately, nothing in the third period, but certainly the first 2 periods he showed up and managed to put the ball in the net, I think, 3 times. So
Yep, yeah, he had 3 goals. I completely agree with you there. And then on Ennismore, I think it's got to be Aaron Woods. He also had 3 goals there for Ennismore. I think he was probably the best standout player.
No doubt. No, I mean, Aaron Woods was consistent for the Ennismore James game tonight as well, and a little shout out to the goaltender as well, Hutchison. I mean, 8 and 9 goals against.
Shut out in the third period.
Shut out in the third period, absolutely, against a high-powered offense like Owen Sound. So a quick shout out to the goaltender as well for a good third period for that Ennismore team.
And shout out to Landon Kelswell, had a really good game. That's going to be it for us here. For DJ Selkirk, I'm Spencer Byers. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. when the same 2 teams go at it here on Rogers TV.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Looking for the best way to get the Major League Baseball games you want to watch? Rogers Super Sports Pack has you covered. With MLB Extra Innings, you'll have a premium ticket to